Hello people, I'm the Comic Book Gamer and this is episode 8 of Let's Talk Marvel. So today I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man because it's kind of a big deal with him joining the MCU and all. It's exciting and this is like the best time because we get to speculate about everything considering we know pretty much nothing. So yeah, I'm going to be covering casting and my ideas for the movie, like how I would do it. So let's start off with casting. For casting, the rumored frontrunners right now are Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman. I haven't seen either of these guys in anything. Logan Lerman was in Fury, which I really want to see, but I have not had the chance to see. Everyone says he was really good in it. Dylan O'Brien was in The Maze Runner, and he's in Teen Wolf. I haven't seen either of those, so I don't know how he is. So acting-wise, I don't know how either of these guys are. As far as looks go, I prefer Logan Lerman because Dylan O'Brien doesn't really have the Peter Parker look to me. To me, Logan Lerman has a bit more of the innocent Peter Parker look than Dylan O'Brien does. I'm not too big of a fan of the way he looks for Peter Parker. I think Logan Lerman would do better. But the rumor right now is that they want someone much younger than Andrew Garfield, which these guys are. They're 23. Andrew Garfield is 31. Even though Andrew Garfield looks pretty much the same as they do, he looks like their age. So yeah, because they want to do a high school Peter Parker from what I've been hearing, which I'm really excited about, and I hope they do. But these guys, they might be able to squeeze one high school movie out of them, and then they're done. They won't really look high school age. Right now, they don't really look like high schoolers. My personal pick for Peter Parker would be Freddie Highmore. Now, Freddie Highmore is in Bates Motel, and he is fantastic in Bates Motel. He would be the absolute perfect Peter Parker. Now, as Spider-Man, I'm not 100% sure because I have not seen him play that sarcastic type. I don't know how he would do with the quips and everything. I've never seen him play that type. I know he has the acting capability to do it because the guy is a great actor, but I'm not 100% sure if he could pull it off. I'm pretty sure he could, but I've never seen, there's no evidence to say that, but he is playing a split personality character right now on Bates Motel, and one of the personalities is just a perfect Peter Parker. He would be, hands down, he would be an amazing Peter Parker. Now, for my ideas for the Spider-Man movie, one of the big things is how do you get past the origin. To me, how you open up is you open up with year 2 Spider-Man. Yes, year 2 Spider-Man. We don't need to see him start from the very beginning again. Have him open up either web swinging around New York, stopping crime, whatever, like walking through the halls of his high school. It doesn't matter. Have him just be talking about how this tragedy happened with his Uncle Ben. His Uncle Ben died. It was bad. Just have him like explain that for a couple seconds, and then say how he's been Spider-Man. He got bit by a radioactive spider. Great things have been happening. Like, the past year, minus his Uncle Ben dying, have been great. Like, everything's been great for him. He's been stopping crimes. He's been saving people's lives. He's had this, the Daily Bugle's been calling him a menace, and the people still love him. And so he's, like, been having a pretty good year besides the fact that his Uncle Ben died. That's the only thing that he's really had to struggle with. And so now you've got the whole origin and everything out of the way. You didn't have to show it or anything. You just have him explain it. Just have him, it could be like a 2-minute opening monologue while he's doing something else, if that long. That's all you need to talk about. And then what you do from there is to complicate his life a little bit more. As I'm a big fan of Spectacular Spider-Man. That's my favorite superhero TV show. Yeah, I'm not saying something because Batman the Animated Series was amazing, but I preferred Spectacular Spider-Man personally. Both shows are great though. But anyways, that show did great with Peter's high school life, like balancing that with Spider-Man. It was amazing. They did it better than I've seen it done anywhere else. Because the 90s show was really good as well, but Spectacular Spider-Man they nailed it with Peter being in high school, and then he went to college later on. But yeah, so what you do to complicate things is add Kraven. Kraven to me is the perfect force of nature to add into this. He's my favorite Spider-Man villain, and to me, for the past year, he's been dealing with petty crime, he's been saving lives, hasn't really had a challenge because, you know, these are just New York street thugs, nothing he can't handle. He's Spider-Man after all. And so, this guy comes in, he tries to hunt him down. The first time he fights, he beats the living tar out of him. And in the first fight, have him fight him, but how you do it is, have him attack Peter Parker, and then Peter Parker has to figure like a way to chase her out, and then like put a Spider-Man mask on and fight him in there. But that way, for the rest of the movie, Peter is on edge because this guy knows he's Peter Parker. This guy can track him down anywhere because he's Kraven. He's a master tracker as part of his hunting skills. This will put Peter on edge, and he will not know what to do, and it will psych him out when he's in high school. Another thing, have him get the Daily Bugle job in this movie. This also segues into the love interest, because it's a Spider-Man movie, so you pretty much always have to have a love interest. But how I would do it is not have him actually, like, have her be there. I would choose Betty Brant. Betty Brant is, she was in the Sam Raimi films a little bit. She wasn't really a big part. She is J. Jonah Jameson's secretary, and she was Peter's love interest in the comics. Now, have her there, have her be someone that Peter likes, that he wants to work up the courage to talk to, but he's not exactly there yet because he's still a shy nerd. He's still Peter Parker. When he puts on that suit, he's able to make quips and stuff, and he's Spider-Man, but when he's out of it, when he's got those glasses on, he's still a little bit like, this is different because this is not just some girl from his high school. This is a woman at work, someone who's older than him. Obviously not like 500 years older than him, but she is a couple years older than him. So that would add a different thing that we haven't seen before, and I think Betty Brant would be perfect because she's not Gwen and she's not Mary Jane. You need someone different. We've already seen those two. We've already had those two in multiple movies. So Betty Brant would be the perfect new love interest, and don't even have them get together. Have him like when he's in the Daily Planet, Bugle, not Daily Planet, Daily Bugle. Have him like thinking about her, be like, man, I wish I could ask her out, but this isn't easy. So that way you don't have someone taking away screen time from Spider-Man, which is what you big time had with Amazing Spider-Man 2. This needs to be a Spider-Man movie, not a Peter Parker movie, a Spider-Man movie. Obviously, good amount of Peter Parker in there, but this needs to be a Spider-Man movie. You need to establish that from the get-go, that this is Spider-Man, not just Peter and Gwen like Amazing Spider-Man was. So this way, he's not just constantly spending time with her. It's just when he's at the Daily Bugle that he sees her. And I think that would be a great way to do it. Also, don't have him beat the villain. I know people be like, what? But to me, what you do is pull a Spectacular Spider-Man, have Eddie Brock, a.k.a. Venom, be a sort of scientist like he was in Spectacular Spider-Man. And what you do is have him figure out a way, him and Peter work together, well, not Peter, Spider-Man, to fake Peter's death because he can't beat Kraven. Like, by the end, he's able to put up a fight, not just get the absolute tar beat out of him, but he can't beat him, and have him fake his death, make Kraven think he killed him, so Kraven goes back to the motherland, and that would just change things dramatically for origin movies, because this is the first Spider-Man movie. This is the first of a superhero franchise, and the hero could not beat the villain. That'd be something totally different. That's something we generally don't see till the third movie. This is something way different. And even generally in the last superhero movie, they still end up beating them. This would change things, and that's personally how I would do it. I think it would be amazing to do that. So yeah, just in the opening, just have Peter monologue about it. That'd be super easy, about his origin, and say how the past year's good. Kraven comes in, wrecks things up because he is a major super villain, and he's not used to fighting those types of people. Have him get his job at the Daily Bugle and meet Betty Brant and want to be with Betty Brant, but things are just a little. He doesn't know how to deal with that situation yet because he is still Peter Parker. And then have Kraven beat him, but have Kraven think he killed him. He comes up with like a serum or something that makes him look dead. And so he's like, okay, I killed my prey. I can go back to the motherland. So he goes back, and there we go. I think that would be great. And that would establish a friendship between Eddie Brock and Spider-Man. So that way when he does eventually become Venom, it's that much more intense. And that's how I would do it. So yeah, that kind of ties everything together and works it out to me, because you get the origin out of the way by just having monologue in the beginning. You have a new love interest that we have never seen before in the, as a love interest for Peter. She was in the Raimi films, like I said before. You have a villain we have never seen before in the movies. And you establish a friendship between Eddie Brock and Peter Parker, because I always like that better than how like Eddie Brock was just some musclehead that, just came to hate Spider-Man. I liked Eddie Brock and Peter being friends, like in Spectacular Spider-Man. because I think that I just think that works better for when Venom and Spider-Man are going against each other. I think it was a better story. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below, who would you guys cast as Spider-Man? Who do you really want to play Spider-Man? And what villain would you have in a Spider-Man movie? So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.